Hi friends, today I'm going to give you an in-depth look into the Ron Paul curriculum and give you my review, so stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I have 4 kids from the ages of 9 to 3, and we have been homeschooling since the get-go and have really been enjoying this new wave of homeschoolers coming in, and I'm just super excited about it. It's been awesome for our family, and I hope that it will be for yours as well. So even if you still have your kids in public school and you're just considering it, or if you've been homeschooling and are just looking for a new curriculum, I'm hoping that today's video will help you decide if you want to use the Ron Paul curriculum in your homeschool. If you are in public school right now and you're just considering homeschooling because you want to get away from the attack on Western ideals, Western principles, and just the immoral things that are being pushed into, it seems like, every school, every grade, every subject, then I highly suggest taking a look at the Ron Paul curriculum. What's really great about it is that it takes the teaching off of your plate. So if you have been nervous about having to teach your kids or feel like maybe you don't have the time, it takes that off of your plate. So we have been using it for the last 2 years and have really enjoyed it. And I'm really excited about the upper grades in this curriculum because they have some awesome courses that are just not taught in public school. Things about personal finance and the way that they teach about economics. If you know anything about Ron Paul, you know that he is pro-free enterprise and pro-business, and so that's how these courses are taught. They've got courses on business, starting your own. So if you want to spark that entrepreneurial spirit in your children, then this is an awesome program for that. One of the main pushes that Ron Paul has for this curriculum is for your child to become self-taught, a self-led learner, independent, and for them to learn self-discipline throughout these courses. And I love that. I'm all about that, especially having 4 children. Having them become self-taught, self-led learners is music to my ears. So, and even if we didn't have 4 kids, those are great characteristics for your kids to have. The curriculum is nonpartisan and non-political, which really can't be said for what's being taught in the public schools these days. It is a college preparation program, but it also teaches kids how to start a business. So it's a very practical program. So let me bring you over to my computer and show you the website and show you what the courses look like. Okay, so in the description box below, I have a link to the Ron Paul curriculum. It is an affiliate link, and this video is being made not because I'm an affiliate, but I became an affiliate because I believe in this program and love it so much. Little disclaimer there, but I also do super appreciate it when you use my links for things. It does help support this channel, so thank you in advance for using that. But when you click on that link, it's going to take you to ronpaulcurriculum.com. The homepage, the site does look a little dated, but do not let that keep you from finding all the gems that are in here and seeing all the value in it, because it is awesome. Okay, so over here on the left, you'll see courses, and you can test drive any course for free. So what that means is the first 5 lessons of every course are available for free on here. You don't have to give them your email address or sign up or even give them your credit card, nothing. They just have them accessible for you to test it out. So the Ron Paul curriculum starts at grade 1 and goes all the way to grade 12. My son has done 3rd grade reading and 3rd grade social studies through Ron Paul, and this year he's finishing up 4th grade English and 4th grade history with them. So those are the 2 courses that we're going to look at today. That's really the most that I can speak on. We have already signed him up for 5th grade English and 5th grade history with the Ron Paul curriculum for next year. So let's go ahead and click on 5th grade English. Now, the Ron Paul curriculum is taught by several different teachers. When I first started looking up this program, I just kind of assumed that it was Ron Paul teaching. But obviously he's just one man, and they've got 12 grades worth of content here. So he has curated an amazing group of teachers. So you'll see the variety laid out throughout the courses. But let's look at grade 5 English. So for 5th grade, it is the same teacher that he had in 4th grade, which is really awesome. But since we have already experienced 4th grade with this teacher, we kind of know what to expect. And my son really liked the 4th grade English class. So I asked him, do you want to keep doing this curriculum? Do we want to look into something else? And he really likes this one and has asked to continue in it. So I'm excited about that. It's nice to kind of get their buy-in before making a decision on what curriculum we're going to use. Okay, so if you scroll down on this first page, you'll see the first 5 lessons here that you can click on. So the pattern that they follow every week is there's 5 lessons every week. You're going to be introduced to new topics each day, and then the 5th day is always going to be a review lesson. So let's go ahead and click on lesson 3. Just take a look at that. On average, the videos are about 8 minutes long, so some will be shorter, some will be longer, not very time consuming. The way that the Ron Paul curriculum works is it's a slideshow with a teacher talking over top of it. So you'll go through and she's reviewing the last class and reviewing the worksheet that the kids did for the last class, and then gets into new material for the day. All right, keep going. More examples. And then there is a new vocabulary word every day that they have to write a sentence with. And then they have a reading assignment every day as well. They are reading through a chapter book. They're always reading through a chapter book. And if you scroll down below the video, it has their assignments there. So you have all of this here at a very quick glance to be able to know what they are assigned that day. So reading assignment, they're going to read chapters 5 and 6 of Black Beauty. And then there's always a worksheet. So what I do is have my son print this out and he fills it out on his own. He can come to me and ask questions if he needs to. A lot of the time I end up sending him back to his lesson to go find the answers within his lesson because it's always covered. And then I can either check all the answers and go over it with him, or I can just check to make sure he did it. And the teacher will actually go over the worksheet the following day and he can check it. And then let's go back. The review lesson is a little different. So there's no reading assignment or worksheet on the review day. Instead, there's a writing assignment. And this is the pattern that they follow throughout the whole year. So this is where they get wonderful writing practice in and learn how to write different types of writing. So the Ron Paul curriculum has 180 lessons divided into 36 weeks, which is the typical length of a school year for all of their courses. So that's how the English course works and looks, and this is exactly what it would look like when your child is signed in to the Ron Paul curriculum in their account. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the history course. 4th grade history is taught by John Livingston, and 5th grade history is also taught by him. So this course begins a study of the history of inventions, starting with the Egyptian pyramids. It proceeds in chronological order and helps develop a sense of how inventions influenced history. And this is really a unique course. It combines history and science together to talk about inventions, which I think is why my son likes it so much, because he loves science. But each lesson examines one invention or an inventor, and it explores what the world looked like before the invention came along, how it was discovered, how it was marketed, and what its impact on history was. So let's scroll down here to look at the lessons. So we're going to click on lesson 3 here, and you'll see it's set up very similarly to the English course. It's a slideshow that the teacher talks over, and they feature a lot of images in the history course. And then you can read today's lesson material. And then in a lot of the classes, not all of them, they'll have an extra little video underneath that is related to today's content. And as you know, there are tons of amazing YouTube videos out there that are done really well. And so instead of us having to go out and find these, and of course I'm not going to let my son go out and just search YouTube by himself. The teacher has already curated some videos to go along with the lesson which makes it really fun and exciting, and I do appreciate that already being done for me. So there's no assignment on the first 4 days, but on lesson 5, which is review day, they'll have a writing assignment. They're going to write an essay on every review day, and the Ron Paul curriculum actually recommends that you have your child set up a blog, and that's where they would put these essays in as blog posts, and then their classmates can go on their blog and they can provide feedback for their essays, and they can do the same for their classmates. So even though you're not in person, you can still get some of this peer feedback, these peer reviews on your work, which is pretty cool. There's also a forum section in the Ron Paul curriculum website so that your kids can go in and they could post their essay on there instead. But the nice thing about having the blog is it kind of acts like a portfolio of their work. So it's just your child's work as opposed to the forum being everybody. And that way they can go back and look at all their work later on. And it also is a great record keeper for you for their school. So that's a pretty smart idea. So that is the English and history course of the Ron Paul curriculum for the 4th grade, and we have really enjoyed it. I've been very thankful that I could be more hands-off. I'm also really thankful to see him being more independent in his schoolwork. He knows exactly what he needs to get done. He's in charge of it, basically. I mean, I'm still enforcing it, but he knows, all right, I got to do the next lesson the next day and the work and show it to mom. And so it's been really great to have that be more hands-off for me and for him to feel that responsibility of his schoolwork, to feel like he is the manager of it. And I think that does a lot for your child's confidence and time management skills and problem-solving skills. So I'm seeing some other benefits of this program more than just what the content contains, which is pretty cool. So hopefully that helps you in making your decision on whether or not you want to use the Ron Paul curriculum for your homeschool. Like I said, you can go on their website and you can try the first 5 lessons of any course for free. So I would highly recommend doing that. It'll give you a better feel for it. Then you can hear the audio in the lessons and get a feel for how it would be for your child to do that program. And their pricing is really great for a video-based curriculum. It's really good. And it's super economical if you have multiple kids. Basically, there's a base price, and then each course on top of that is only $50. So if you're doing multiple courses, then it all shakes out to be a really great price. So I think it's well worth it. Definitely go and take a look at it and see what you think for yourself. I hope that this video has been helpful to you. Let me know in the comments below if you are just considering homeschooling or how many years you've already been homeschooling and how old your kids are. I'd love to get to know you. This community here is so awesome. So definitely get plugged in and feel free to ask any questions. If this video has been helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. I super appreciate that. And my channel is all about homeschooling and life as a family of 6. So if that interests you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below and join us here every week. Until next time, happy schooling.